Oh, sir.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I want my change. Misunderstood too. Day 10. 10:28 in the morning. It says 10. What am I talking about, bro? 7:28 in the morning. The timer on the clapper says 7:40. I tried to set myself ahead and I got in here early. I ain't mad at that. August 10th, day 10. Kaboom banga. Kaboom banga. I don't know where that came from. Just freestyle that today. Kaboom banga. I'm here for it. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good day, good evening, good whatever life has brought you. Aha. I'm Terrence Taylor. I'm your host. This is I Want My Change. This is MiSuNDERStoOd too. This is a beautiful day. So glad to be here. So glad to talk to y'all. I was really sitting upstairs when I woke up this morning, woke up, made my bed, sat on the toilet, had my morning poo, and was like, what the fuck am I going to talk about today? And there is this like really annoying element of trying to figure out episodes and what to do and when and how to go about it and what that looks like, that every morning there's like a bit of panic. Like, what is interesting enough to actually talk about to complete strangers? We will find out today. I don't know, but I made my list and we here for it. Before we start, I have an orange engine. I have an orange engine going into my 1975 Chevrolet Chevelle. Saw it yesterday. I had to go down to the shop. It's getting repaired. It's going to cost me $7,000 to have my engine repaired. That's what I think it's going to cost, and that's what they told me it's going to cost now. So we'll hope that that's all that it is. But when you blow a small block Chevy from the 70s, that's going to run you a couple numbers. So I got some numbers. I'm about to run them. And in a couple weeks, I say by the end of this month, in a couple weeks, I should have my wheels back. Young Stella, old Stella, whatever you want to call her, she's going to be back. I'm very excited for that. Oh, man. Yeah, I wrote that note on my hand. Orange engine. The car is black. The interior is baby blue and white. And now the engine is orange. Yay to old things. Oh, man. All right. So housekeeping today. Housekeeping. Let me see if I could do this episode without looking at this card as many times as I'm used to looking at this card. I'm used to looking at it. I've only done this thing. Double-digit days. Here we go. Double-digit days. This is cool. I'm hyped. Day 10. What do we have on housekeeping for today? Oh, there's no bell, as you can see. The bell is still upstairs in the package, sitting right by the door. I thought children liked opening packages. He don't care about this package, not at all. He don't know what's in it. And I know the moment he realizes what he can do with this package, it's going to be unstoppable. That'll be him. Dinging, 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 dinging. So it's not here. It's upstairs. Maybe he'll open it today. Maybe he won't. But if he doesn't open it today, I'm opening it. And the bell will be down here tomorrow. And I've been killing you with suspense. Or maybe you don't care about the bell, but I do. And there's just something about my child opening up a package and it being something that he will enjoy, even though it's not for him. That's what I'm here for. That's why life is great. So the bell is there. It'll be there. And hopefully tomorrow we have a bell. Oh, my internet sucks. I've just been frustrated with how annoying internet service can be. Lucky for me, when I got my two phones, like Kevin Gates told you, I got a business plan and I have 75 gigs of data on both phones. So I'm not actually worried about not having internet because I just use a hotspot, keep it moving. One of the joys of having a business phone line, one of the joys of converting your personal phone line to a business phone line, and then obviously adding your personal line to that. There's just so many more perks and benefits and financial awesomenesses, financial awesomenesses that come with having a business account instead of just a personal account. So I've really been enjoying using my hotspot. Never used a hotspot as many times this week or two as I have in my whole life, but I ain't mad at it. So thank you to the hotspot. The internet's getting fixed today. There's like the trashiest Wi-Fi service signal down in this room. So that will be resolved, which is really important because uploading footage can be lovely or the worst experience of life. And since switching internet providers, the upload speed has changed drastically. Something that might have been an hour long, might have taken me 15 minutes to upload. Now it's taking me 2 hours to upload. Just to upload it. Then it's got to make it fancy and 4K it up. And so internet problems hopefully will be resolved today and we'll be operating like a normal internet service. This shit is trash, bro. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. Other than that, I spent last night fucking with these front cameras. This shit is annoying. It's beautiful and it's annoying at the same time. Something about this room is just slightly off. I don't know if the room is not actually a square. I don't know if, no, I do know. I measured this chair from the back wall and it's 36 and a half inches on each side from the back wall. So I know the chair and the wall are in line. But something gets weird as this line of items keeps moving forward from the camera to the table to the chair to the wall. And if you can see, the images on the wall actually come down in a bit of a V shape, like the DMX to the Fugees and down. It comes in at an angle. And also on the Kanye tribute side, it does it the same. Yo, I spent maybe 12 minutes holding this top camera that I'm pointing at right now and trying to adjust it straight, tilt, and the angle so that it was right. Oh my goodness gracious. It's still not perfect, which is leading me to think maybe there isn't a version of that. Like maybe the room is just crooked. And I don't know. And I'm going to try to figure that out. But I did mess around with these cameras. I don't know if you could tell. These are, again, more nerdy production things that whether you care about them or not, it's totally up to you. But yeah, that's what I did. And I hope that it looks better. And if it doesn't, it'll just change again and change again and change again. That was my stomach. I don't know if you heard it, but that was monstrous. So now I have to tell you about what we're actually here to talk about. And whoops, forgot to do that at the top. But it's okay. Today on the I Want My Change show, I only have 2 topics for you. 2 topics, 2 quick ones. One is this box of change hats. And the second is my content plan for 2024. 1 year. 1 whole year of what's going to happen. I'm going to break it down to you. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about these change hats first. These damn hats. I can't put them on today because I got my big fluffy head. But I got more hats in just trying to figure out what this needs to look like than I feel like is truly necessary. This will be cool because you don't actually know what color any of this stuff is. This is tie-dye. Green, purple, and blue. Black. Call this coral or a salmon. Maybe like a salmon. Yeah, you can't tell at all what color that is. Because that looks just like this gray. Which looks just like this blue. There's white. There's my tea. Talk too much tea. Oh man. Then there's these. So I tried, remember I was telling you about Vistaprint and getting a bunch of hats done at Vistaprint and just trying and figuring it out. And the embroidery logo, putting it in a box and then figuring out how to make it make sense from there. That's what I did with these. I got change right there in the box, in the embroidered box. I think they look great. Unfortunately, there's like very minor details that are annoying. The stitching is not straight across the top. It like wing tips at the top corner. It's so, it's like so minor, but it's me, so it doesn't matter. And Vistaprint, once again, 100% guarantee or get your money back. You can't actually tell. But the human eyeball will tell you, no, that shit is not straight, even the least bit. So I did that. I like it with the box. I don't like the style of how Vistaprint did this, though. It's just, it looks cheap. For the purpose of trying this out to see what it looks like, it looks great. But as something that I would sell to people, there's not a fucking chance in hell anybody would receive one of those. Did that in black again. It's got the box and it's got the small text on the inside. This is probably my favorite design, I think. Black with the black square and the white letters is kind of what I'm leaning most towards. It's kind of like this. So this is the white with no box right here. And then this is the white with the box. So you got white, no box, letters a bit jumbled together. It's all right. And then you've got the black with the box and the white text in and underneath. As I look at the two of these, I like them both. And I'm going to be honest with you right in this moment, nothing jumps out at me that says sell these. I just have to be very honest with you. It's missing something, and I don't know what it is. It's a black hat with a white logo. So you really can't spiff it up much more, but yeah, maybe it's just the quality of this. This is like a really low quality hat, and the stitching is also fairly low quality also. So maybe it's that. Maybe it just doesn't feel nice, worth buying. And maybe I guess what I'm saying is it's like just, I like the logo, I like how it looks, and I like where it sits. There's just something about this that isn't screaming, I love it and I want to do more of it. And I really want to sell a black hat. And I really want to sell a white hat. These other colors are cool. I love them, but I'll be honest, I don't think I'm going to sell as many. Y'all tell me. You want black hats, white hats, or colorful hats? That's probably the best way to figure this out. I love the colors, but there's also a basicness that I'm leaning towards that we'll figure out if it works. But something about these designs, I don't love them. I don't like the Velcro back. It's awful. I'm not 5. But as a, here's what it looks like, and here's, let's work through it. It does the job. But man, I hate these. I fucking hate them. Did it in yellow, to mustard, like the color. Think the logo's too small. This is what happens when you try to make stuff. You end up not liking most of what you made. But that's just the reality. Like, that's just how the game go. You got to just do it and figure it out. This, however, something about this I really did enjoy. This is tie-dye. So we got some green, some white, some pink, some orange. I think it's fly. I think the hat is cool. And this is actually the logo, same size as this one. I don't know if you can really tell, but this got the box on it. This got no box on it. This is tough, man. This is really tough. This might not be interesting content either, but just the process of figuring out what works and what doesn't. Now that this is and this is also the first time I'm looking at the box logo next to just the floating text logo. And I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. This is why most of the merch stuff I'll be doing will be pre-order. And this is why there will be a lot of samples. Because I don't know what people really want. And I'm not about to make a whole bunch of stuff that people don't want. And now I've got a bunch of inventory of products and things that people aren't going to buy. I ain't with that. We'll have some extra stuff because we got to go run around and be in person and we want to have things there for people to buy. But the idea of just having boxes and boxes and boxes. I'm not a clothing store and I don't want to be at all. So how do we figure this out? I don't know. This will be interesting. I'll be back with updates as they formulate themselves, but I didn't think that I would put all these hats on this table and be less confused. Sorry, more confused than I was before and less confident about what to go with. I'm all of a sudden like, I don't know about black hats and white hats. We're doing black tees and black crew necks and black hoodies. So it makes sense. Maybe we'll just throw something random in there to mix it up. Stay tuned. That's all I got for you on the change hats. I hope you like them, and I hope these look kind of cool on the table like this. All right, so last for my chat today. Oh, sit back down, big man. Have a little swig of this sparkling water. Anybody like sparkling water? Yeah? No? Cool, got it. 1 year of content. That is my plan for today. 1 year of content. I am very familiar with the formula of putting something out every day. I did it for 40. I've seen people do it for a year. I'm on day 10. This ain't really that difficult. And truth be told, I could get 2-3 months ahead if that was a plan. Starting in 2024, I'll be putting out something every day. I will not be stopped at all. I need you to know that. There's nothing only good can happen from being that consistent. That's it. I knew as I was sitting here like, 30 days, like, bruh, that ain't gonna work. You need more. I need this 30 days for me. But in terms of building this thing, knowing everything that's in the works and how much time it's going to take and how much shit I want to sell and how much money I want to make, I got to just go. I hate listening to Joe Budden and them guys because they talk so much about, I love listening to them. They talk so much about the output, their output. 3-hour episodes twice a week for free, plus Patreon, which is another 2.5 hours an episode twice a week, 5 hours. It's like 11, 12 hours of talking a week. Now, mind you, it's 6 people, but it's still a lot of content. And if we're looking at the best, if we're looking at the most successful, if we're looking at the most profitable, if we're looking at blueprints that prove success, dropping more than once a week is part of that. Once a week podcast, I don't know, bro. That game sounds like it's over. We pass sometimes. Like, cool, I know people do it. But nah, I think that as like that as the standard is gone. Like, nah, bro. I just think of OnlyFans. Like, these people on OnlyFans who's getting this content money, they're not putting out one thing a week. What? So why think like that? Why? To be honest, I think that's old. Even if, for me, I don't speak for anyone else. For me, that's like old, new beginning podcast thinking. When we started in 2018, 2017, like, oh yeah, we could do one episode a week for an hour. Yeah, no problem. Mind you, that had more to do with coordinating people's schedules weekly. We never thought about recording more than one episode in a session. So now I'm looking at it like I can never do that again. I don't have the same infrastructure and people to do it, but also the times have changed. People are putting this content out, bro. I'm about to get to it. So to think after 10 days of this, y'all could come down here and do this every day. I got a list of 30, 60, 80 topics, stories, ideas of things that are just sitting there ready to do. There's a Dear Diary element that like every single day about whatever happened in life yesterday, I can talk about the plan of building this business and what I had to do the day before. Like, that's easy because truth is, come 2024, like, this train is going to be moving at a pace that there'll be too much to talk about every day. So I was sitting driving yesterday like, what if I put something out every day for the whole year? How can my business not grow exponentially? I'm a speaker. I should be speaking every day. Back to my rappers in the studio every day. Like, back to Killer Mike put out his last album, and he was talking about how he scheduled his time like a job. Like, he's a rapper with like an office job, and like the studio was the office, but it was clocking in 8-hour shift every day, going to work to be a rapper. It's like, yeah, it's a job. All this shit is a job. It's fun, it's cool, it's talking, but it's a job. So setting it up in a way to be more consistent, to show up, to do the work, to force yourself to grow, to force yourself to change, to force yourself to improve. Like, I just keep thinking about that. It's like how to do that, what that looks like. That's a year. I've seen people do it. I've seen the success of people doing it. And I've seen people do it at a smaller scale. I've seen people put out 60-second Instagram videos for a year and blow up. Start a whole video production company off of putting their own videos out for a year. Now they hire a team of 6, 7 people. I seen what Russ did. Put out a song every week for a year. Pretty sure that's what he did. Yo, I'm showing up for a year and I'm doing the work. Yo, but nobody can say anything. And I know that what I have to sell and what I have here and what's to be offered. Yeah, I'm about to be in your face. I'm about to be in your nostrils. Because I know that what I have is golden. Golden! So I'm really excited for that. And I know that, yeah, just making this blueprint. That's like, at the end of the day, everything I'm doing now, 2024 and 2025, these next 2.5 years, is all this is me doing things, writing it down, and seeing what worked. Taking everything that works, keeping that, formulating a plan, and that's the plan that I go and offer to others to buy. So really, it's like, it doesn't matter what you do in this time period. You just got to do as much as you can. Do as much, try as much, see what happens, keep putting it out. You put out 30 episodes in a month. If 5 of them is fire, what is it about those five that make them fire? And then how do you replicate that over and over? Don't yawn in the mic, bro. Come on. Yeah. I have it. I have what I need to have to do what I need to do. It's momentum, it's confidence. You know what it is? That's what it is. It's confidence. If it's confidence in knowing, 1, I got the skills, 2, I can't be stopped, 3, there's nothing stop me but me, and 4, I know my shit is dope. Put it out. What are you scared of? At this point in time, I'm scared of being broke. I'm scared of continuing to live in survival mode. I've been out of it, but I ain't too far from it. I ain't far away enough from it that we can celebrate yet. Even with all of this, back to Phil Knight's Shoe Dog book. He was almost a decade in and didn't have no money, poor, because all his money was going back into his business, paying himself the least, last. Barely scraping enough to exist in his own life, but had a business running factories here, this and that, no cash in the bank, but doubling sales every year. Listen, bro, I'm about to just show up and get to it. I didn't realize how fake confident I was before until as of just recently. I held on to that fake it till you make it nonsense for far too long. And now I'm really like, oh no, you got this, dog. You got it. I'm about to get to it. So content for a year, that looks like these episodes. There might be some bonus content. There might be some other formats and formulas and styles of storytelling that I'm gonna try out. I might just one off and boom, here's this. I might sit down here and have a few. I might have a topic. I might come up with 5 topics and sit down and talk about each of them for 10 minutes. I don't know. I got 5 pieces of content recorded in an hour. That's Monday to Friday of next week. Sit down, edit, schedule it, put it down. And that's what I'm gonna do. Record, edit, put it in the what's the word I'm thinking of? The queue. Put it in the queue. Load it up. Shots fired. Pew. Again and again and again and again and again. I'm done talking about this because I just want to. I think you get the point. And I'm sure you can sense my excitement, and I'm glad for y'all to come along for this. There's gonna be so much content. Good luck keeping up with it. I'm gonna say that. There'll be so much out that it'll be impossible for people who know that I have something to sell. They have to buy it. Shamelessly on my DJ Khaled shit. Hey, bro, here's what it is, and I'm bringing it to you again and again and again. I remember hearing Tyler, the Creator, say he put his album out and he sent it to some people and he sent it again, and he just kept reminding people of his thing because people got lives, people got other shit going on, people got other things that they care about that they're checking for. They might not have seen your message. Maybe they did see your message and then somebody called or their kid threw up in their bed and they had to put their phone down and go on and do what they had to do and then forgot about your message. Like, ain't that how life go? But if I'm dropping every day, you got no choice but to know it's coming. If you know it and you understand it, you know it's coming. And if you just find it and you find it at day 154, go back, Papa. There's more in the stack. That's what I want to have. I want to have that catalog that a musician would have. You find their song, you love their song, and then you go in and you've got albums and assorted features and thises and thatses to help you dig into who they are and learn a bit more about them. So this is the annoying part. It's like, oh, I got to start at 10. But I keep Joe Budden introduces the pocket. What episode is this? 600 and wait, what? Those are just the free episodes. They don't count the Patreon episodes. So if you count, bruh, it's outrageous. Now you find them now. Now you can listen to this shit for the next year with nothing new. So, yeah, y'all get ready. The clip about to get super stashed. I'm gonna empty this shit. My hats, my 1 year content. That's all I got for you today. That's it. That's all. I wonder how this, I don't know. Let's see how this sounds. We'll run it back and see how I go, how I look. I got my white hoodie on that I was telling you about. We got hoodies, we doing them. Got the little logo right here. You can't even barely see it. Right here. See there. Subtleties. Yeah, imagine like that. This hat with, can't do it, but you feel me? We could do a little, yeah, we'll see. I gotta go back to the drawing board. But this was my show for today. These are my thoughts. That's what I'm doing. I hope that was clear and not the most scatterbrained. You watched me think a lot. I don't know how people will feel about that. We will find out. Done. I gotta figure out how to get rid of this. You hear that? Hopefully by the time you hear this, you will hear nothing. Terrence Taylor, I want my change. M2, day 10, Toodaloo.
My daddy makes out. And his name is Terrence Taylor. And I took those pictures.